Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a quick update, a little update video on leveling areas based on already launched European Prime server and what we so far managed to experience on this server with the leveling areas and everything. So yeah, this is a short video that I basically just made based on my stream highlights that I made real quick and with some quick commentary. Just muted the stream audio so you don't hear that. But yeah, so first things first, the meta on leveling started to establish somehow. It's not yet there, I would say, but at least the beginning starting areas are all good. We got spores all covered, lots of people there. We have Bigfoots all covered, just like I said. All those areas are fine. Orc dungeon is heavily loaded. Hodes are now also getting a lot of people there, even though in the beginning it was quite empty, but now people already know about hodes too, so people are going there, people leveling there. So pretty much everything up until level 65 is completely correct, and the same as it was in Russian server as it was in my previous video. So what's the problem then? The problem is that there is a gap. There is a gap in areas because right after hold with level 65, you're supposed to go to Grand Pecos, but there is pretty much no one on Grand Pecos, unfortunately. I don't know exactly why. People don't really like the area. Sometimes people like going there. Sometimes people try going there. Sometimes people recruit some groups there. We tried to make our group there once, I think, or twice, but it's not very populated. And that kind of like ruins, obviously, the leveling because you kind of want the full group. And it also kind of ruins the leveling there a little bit because with less people, there's less respawn. The leveling speed is a little bit worse and everything. You know what I mean? And that is a bit of a problem. And I'm not sure if the Grand Pecco meta will kind of establish itself. Not sure if there's enough people for that. So what are the replacements then? And that is the problematic part because there is not that many. Well, there are many replacements, obviously, but there's not many replacements that are actually viable. Let's put it that way, with the groups going there. So one of the areas is where you can see me being right now on the video is the Sky Petites area. It's Githian West, and this area is pretty good. This area is pretty good, and sometimes there are groups there. Like right now, I'm in the group. That was, I would say, like not the rare case, but yeah, it's not super frequent that you can find groups there so far, based on my experience, and that is a little bit sad because that area is really good, and it fits the gap a little bit because you go here with a level like 68, 69, if I remember correct. It's a little bit lower level compared to Ground Petites, where you go starting with level, you can go starting with level 71, because you need to keep in mind that your difference in level with the mobs should be not more than 15 levels if you want to get the full or even like extra XP from those mobs. So you go here with around level 69, and that means that you are kind of overstaying at Hodes a little bit. So you will need to grind Hodes a little bit extra, which is doable. It's completely fine. Like you get decent amount of XP there, but it could be better. Could be better. So that's a bit unfortunate. And another problem is if you are not getting Sky Petites groups, because then you're overstaying on Hodes even longer, because you need to stay there until level 71 and then you already go to Ground Petites. And, well, that's a little bit maybe too much for Hodes. It's still very doable, but just feels very unoptimal. But, well, I mean, it is what it is. We just need to roll with this for now, unless there will be some alternative fillers for that level range. Which, yeah, right now I don't see any groups going in other areas, unfortunately. that would fit that group. So another alternative would be for like my taste is just to find some items, some cards, some equipment or loot that you can aim to farm. Preferably with the proper mob levels, so you can actually kind of like substitute leveling in some area with just farming some items in like some other area, basically, right? So you kind of just farming items, and in the same time you are also getting some XP there, which will kind of slow down the process because you don't have a full group there running, but at least it will be kind of a good usage for your time because you also farm something and get some XP in the same time. So yeah, that is one of the ways of doing it. So maybe like 65 to 69 or 71, depending on the groups and Skypetes, you can just go and farm like Sohi card, for example, even though Sohis are kind of the same as Hodes in terms of their level, and amount of XP you get there is pretty much the same, but the loot is really good there. You can get some slotted mufflers, you can get Sohi card obviously, and that's decent. It's not like super expensive on the server currently because I guess a lot of people are farming them, but I mean it's a useful card, so you can use it yourself pretty well if your character depends on SP quite heavily. That is one of the options, and that's what you can do. Otherwise, well, you just hope that there's maybe like SkyPT's group or something similar going on, and just go level that way until you can go to ground PTs. Ground PTs are good though. Ground PTs are beautiful. There are like almost always groups going there. There is always action. Everything is good, and that's pretty much like all according to my video previously, and yeah, it works. It works. So all the way up until Hodes, and with Hodes included, everything good. Then there is a little bit of gap, and then we already go to ground petites with starting with level 71. But after that, there are some other changes, which I will talk about now. And that is a new leveling area that wasn't in there on a Russian server. It probably is now, probably enabled now, but wasn't when I was playing. But it is. We also have it now here, and that is Dark Priest's area, Glassheim Churchyard. Which is a pretty nice area, even though I can say I'm a huge fan of leveling here, but it's actually not too bad, and it has a lot of people already, so meta with this area is already kind of there. 84 plus levels, you go to a Dark Priest area, and there is a lot of people, a lot of groups already there recruiting, sitting in the center usually, with priests in the center. There is some quite frequently you can get bards and dancers with the XP song. You can get enchants and everything. Like, so it's a pretty solid area already. And well, that's a meta area, thankfully. So you can get a full group. You can get a lot of XP there, a lot of bonus XP, and well, yeah, you can get your levels here all the way probably until level 99 really, because other option right now that is also kind of established is the Magma Dungeon, because obviously Magma Dungeon is like one of the best areas for high level XP farm on this server. There's like probably not really many good areas for that, especially areas where you can just get a full group of people running around and everything, unless you have like a guild that can organize something like this. So yeah, the Magma Dungeon is here. Magma Dungeon exists, but well, as I said in my previous video, it's not that super simple to get there. Some classes already have big troubles getting there because you have people trying to be optimal, so they want only mostly like knights. They want mostly like supports, bards, dancers, priests, sages, professors, you know, this kind of stuff. And yeah, people mostly sit in Dark Priest area. I'm not sure if it's like only option for like taking level 99 basically, but it kind of seems like it. It honestly kind of seems like it, because other options that I mentioned in my previous video are like ground petites, which is a decent option, but all the way until level 99. Even in my previous video I said it's like not the best for that. Like you can do it, but it's totally not gonna be super exciting. And considering a lot of people are moving here after 84, there probably just won't be enough high level groups for you to go that high on petites. And yeah, that's probably not the best idea anyway. So I guess that is a decent option to take after level 84 and all the way until 99. I still yet to discover areas that are higher than Dark Priests. Maybe there is something, but I haven't seen anyone recruiting anywhere else really, because another option from my previous video is Harpies, and I saw some groups trying to like get a range on Harpies, but I don't think it's that popular. I'm gonna probably go there closer to like level 90, see how it goes there, see if it's possible to like get any groups going, and because I like the Harpies, that was pretty good. Like considering amount of mobs and that they're aggressive and respawn pretty fast, have decent loot and pretty like squishy to kill them fast. That wasn't a bad area to be in. So I'm gonna try to check it out. I'm gonna try to check it out, but I have a feeling that won't be very good. So yeah, so far main area for like your 84 plus to 99 will be most likely Dark Priests, which is not a bad thing. There are some good drops here. Can get some decent cards here. Can get some decent equipment dropped here. Just in general, kind of okay priced loot. So it's not too bad. I would say it's not too bad. Well, there is a danger of like encountering Dark Lord, so be prepared for that. Been there. Need to wing pretty fast. But overall, pretty okay. Pretty okay. And yep, that is pretty much all the changes so far that I encountered really. Everything else is working just fine according to my previous video. Like all early levels, you can follow my leveling area guide, no problems. You'll have no issues with that. But then, as I mentioned before, Hodes might become your long friend, your long-term relationships with Hode. Because there is a little bit of a gap between the Hode and Petites, and not that much to fill that gap with. Other than that, everything's pretty good, and like the continuity of your leveling experience is somewhat guaranteed. Other thing I should mention is that Dark Priests have this Holy Cross attack that damages you a lot, and you need to be careful with that. So if you don't have a lot of flee, they will most likely be hitting you pretty well with that. And while the regular attacks are not super scary, the Holy Cross attack damages a lot. But there is a way to prevent it, which is getting Batori card, because it gives you your armor element that will prevent you from taking damage from these guys. It should. I'm about to test it soon because I got Batori card yesterday. So I'm gonna check that out, and well, maybe we'll do another video on some good useful kind of tricks and pieces of equipment that can optimize your leveling in the areas that are meta, and make it more safe for you. Because previous areas also have some tricks, like Earth Petites, for example, have elemental attack that is ranged and hurts you a lot if you don't have enough flee, like to reliably dodge their attacks. In general, regular attacks are not that scary, but elemental attacks hits you for like 1.5 thousand or 1.8 thousand, and that's a pretty good chunk of HP even for my knight. Especially when you try to mob train them and get a bunch of them for the AoE, and then you just catch a few of those elemental attacks in a row, and like you're kind of gone to like 30% HP or something. That is kind of scary, and the same also goes with Dark Priests, and same kind of goes with almost all the areas. Like Bigfoots, for example, can also give you a little bit of a trouble with those attacks, especially when you're just like getting in the area and they can just one-shot you with elemental attack. That's kind of scary. So keep that in mind and be prepared. Be prepared. At least on higher levels, like on Dark Priests and Petites, you usually already have decent enough pool of HP to not get one shot, obviously, but still keep in mind that it might happen, so keep your HP somewhat on high levels and be prepared to use your fly wings or use consumables to heal up real quick. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Gonna be more videos, and yeah, sorry, it's like a really quick update. I'm just pretty much all my life right now is waking up, going to the swimming pool, returning, and starting the stream and playing Ragnarok Online. So I like managed to find some time to make this video real quick because I didn't go swimming today. I decided to make the video because yeah, I saw my comments on the previous video that people actually like looking for more information on the Prime topic and they can't really find anything, and like my video is one of the few pieces of information that you can actually find that is useful, and that first of all, thank you. That it really it makes me feel good. But yeah, second of all, that kind of just motivated me to do more videos, and yeah, I'm gonna making this one little update video. We'll try to find time and make better stuff and more videos for some of the Prime things. Even though, yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm super knowledgeable and a super advanced player in Prime, but well, at least I can try to provide some information on the topic. Thankfully, I'm leveling right now my knight and my assassin. They both are like 85, 87 range. Right now we're like in a little bit of a farming stage and exploration stage. We're trying a bunch of clock tower areas yesterday, and well, got my Batory card, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna slot it and see how that will help on like Dark Priests and in some other situations. Wanted to try some other elemental cards to see how they will help with the elemental attacks of some mobs. Maybe there are some somewhat cheap ways to reduce your risks at some of the mobs. Maybe for your like future characters, if you will be leveling some elf characters, which I will for sure, knowing myself, which I already kind of do since I have two characters of the same level pretty much, and the Window Priest also to assist me with leveling more characters and leveling current characters too. But yeah, that is all about leveling currently. There's not that much of alternative areas to take. We try to level in Orc Dungeon inside level 1, level 2. It is kind of nice. It is actually quite fun if you have like a full group going of people and just running together killing mobs, because the density of mobs is pretty high there. But yeah, you need to make sure to like get the full group going. Then it was a little bit easier for us with our guild and with my like community and viewers. That was a bit easier, but there are groups running there actually, so it is doable and might be kind of not too bad to finish your orc dungeon level range, you know, with the bang, and go kill some Zen orcs in orc dungeon with a lot of people. It's quite effective to level to, and then you just move to Hodes and proceed as it was supposed to go with the leveling guide. But for now, that is it. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the views and all your comments in the previous video. I really appreciate it, and yeah, that makes me motivated to dive into YouTube a little bit more, and well, eventually also improve the quality and everything. But this right now is just a very quick scuffed update. So yeah, if you guys will be leveling right now, previous leveling area guide is still viable, but well, as you can see, there are some changes there. If there will be more, I will also update on that for sure. But for now, thank you guys and goodbye. Have fun playing Ragnarok Online. See ya on my next videos in this channel and well, on my stream, twitch.tv/comradenerdy. I am there pretty much every day for a while, playing Ragnarok Online, mostly for like around 10 to 12 hours of it.